Hello, guys. I'm greeting you guys from Mongolia. I am CEO and founder of Hemp Mongolia, and we are working on this project around 5 years. Our major goal is to build big facilities, processing facilities in Mongolia. So we started this journey like 6 years ago, and we did a lot of work. And I would like to present a little short presentations about my work and about our journey. So let's start with one question, and I think we all have one question, similar question. We all ask ourselves. We all familiar with this cannabis plant, hemp plant, but we really don't know from where exactly it spread around the world. And this question bothered me for a while. So I also wanted to find out for myself, and then I started studying, and asking professionals, asking big CEOs, asking everyone about their opinion. And, after 3 or 4 years, it comes down that mainly it's from Mongolia. There was a lot of answers. People were talking about it's from Mongolia, it's from Asia, it's from China, it's from Altai region, it's from Himalayas, Africa, and it's kind of ongoing debate. But for me, there is a one thing clear, if you're looking for, original genetics, you have to go with the history. So uh, there was found a grave of a shaman in a Gobi Desert, and there was also ganja and cannabis in his grave, and it confirms that Mongolian people were using this plant way, 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 uh, way long time ago. So it was like 2,700 years ago. So from this news, it made me more and more curious. So actually, to explain it more simpler, we gotta look at this map, and then if you look at this region, there is a lot of people. And if you talk about Mongolia, there is like only 3 million of people in population, and these people are mainly collected in one city or three big cities, and other regions pretty much remote, and only nomads live around. There is no infrastructure, and there is no electricity in some regions. And historically, these plants, we never, modern people don't use it. They don't even notice this plant because this plant, for two reasons. One is considered as a legal plant. The second is because just most of the people are not familiar with this plant yet. And when we travel around Mongolia, we see a lot of wild cannabis growing next to the roads, next to the Mongolian yurts, next to the nomads. It comes down. What I'm trying to say is that these plants been never been touched. Because of this remote area of Mongolia. If we talk about genetics, if you know about genetics, the most probability that these plants never been touched, the region is Mongolia. So I just like to show you a little video from Mongol rally team, which is a rally team in the Mongolian region. There is always rallies happening, and there is a few groups of people farming this plant.
So we finally fucking wild ganj. Have a look.
So actually,
Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck.
it's close to
Oh, my God, it smells so strong.
and I want to show you just
Tesco bags full of weed, man. Oh, I don't know. We're in Russia, and we keep on seeing what we thought was weed plants, and thought we should inspect. We found this at the side of the road. Look at the state of it. Homes. Look at it.
So this is a little representation of actually how cannabis grows and how it's easily available in Mongolia. So we started this journey traveling around Mongolia, collecting samples, and we try to understand what's inside of this Mongolian cannabis plant. So we collected many, many samples. We invited people from Barcelona University, and then we actually ship out some samples to Spain, and then we do it there, and then we test it out in the laboratories because at that moment, we didn't have any labs, sophisticated labs to understand what's inside. So from there, we understood that actually Mongolian, this wild ganja, has really low THC and it has a lot of CBD, CBG inside. And from there, we understood that it was like, hemp plant. It's not actual cannabis, but what we say is hemp. And it actually was meeting, uh, international standards below 1 THC percent. So from there, we wanted to, include universities, and then we want to, understand law and environment of Mongolia. So we did all this work, and we started, improving Mongolian genetics and selecting actually good uh, plants that will grow in Mongolia as a hemp. So this work continued like 2, 3 years, and about if we talk about Mongolian, capacity, how much we can actually grow hemp, it's immense. It's actually, you know, it's shocking numbers because it's 1 million hectares of arable land in Mongolia, and that is the potential what we can do with this plant in Mongolia. We are our agriculture industry is not developing strongly because we are neighboring with China, and China has a lot of cheap vegetables. And instead of growing own vegetables, it's actually cheaper to buy it from China. But if we talk about hemp plant and cannabis plant, it's a different story because from one plant we can make a lot of different products, and actually there is a lot of demand for it. And even with the fertilizers, we have a lot of cattle, 62 million cattle. From there, we can make organic fertilizers and cannabis loaves, these dungs and horse and cow shit, excuse my language. But so with that, we can actually, improve our plants and fertilize our plants. And it will be completely organic. So this is actually a team of uh, and the guys from University of Barcelona we invited, and then we started working together. I'll present our team. This team is improved. There is a lot of new guys now. We are in the company. There is officially around 10 people working, but unofficially there is a lot of supporters and advisors who are helping us with the project. And finally we did got some license from Ministry of Health to develop medical products as a supplement, and then this is our first trial in Mongolia. So we wanted to communicate with a lot of televisions. We wanted to stream our work, and then we started working with a lot of televisions, and we want to stream it with the social media as well. And at the moment, we're working with Kazakhstan, Buryatia, Tanzania, and Africa, and with the Spanish growers. They are also helping us with the breeding and advising. And at the moment, we are also, bringing awareness to Mongolian people. One difficulty is that because not everyone speaking English, so they cannot do own research. So we have to, bring awareness by doing contents about hemp and cannabis on Mongolian language. So that part is already done, and we'll start streaming this year. And Of course, we have to make aware our government agencies that are checking all the professional companies, making sure that we're not doing any narcotics. We are a professional company, so with that we're bringing laboratory from Japan to establish first HPLS lab in Mongolia. And this is our licenses, and we worked 3 years hard to get these licenses in Mongolia. We have a lot of plans at the moment. We are multiplying our seeds to make a seed bank, and from there we will work with the farmers. We will supply farmers with our certified registered genetics, and our farmers are uniting under Mongolian Hemp Association. At the moment we have 10 members, and those 10 members donate around 2,000 hectares to grow hemp. And one good thing about Mongolia is that we are really working on taxation, and we're building this no tax zone where innovative companies will place their projects, and then this way we will have a lot of favor from government. They will even help us on exporting. So this no tax zone is also important for us. I can mumble and keep on going on, how many advantages we have to grow in, we have, if we start growing, on thousands and thousands hectares in Mongolia. But more important is that we would like to invite all the leaders and all the investors to Mongolia and make them feel free to work in Mongolian environment with this plan. For that, regulating regulations are important. So we started advising on the regulations. We are studying international regulations as well. And from there, we're seeing the mistakes, errors, the good sides and the bad sides. So now we getting ready to, improve our legal environment. But don't get me wrong, with the existing legal environment, we can work completely, we can work with this plan. So here is some important parts where I cannot miss, because land lease is important, because growing hemp requires a lot of land, and in Mongolia we have a lot of land, and this immensely cheap. Mongolian lands, 1 hectare is immensely cheap. It's not even reaching $1 to rent a 1 hectare land. So I think this is a big advantage. Also, free trade agreement with Japan, it helps us a lot. Japan market is, the demand for CBD products, hemp seed oil, hemp cosmetic products, demands are increasing each and every year. So our plan is to establish and improve Mongolian market, and then we also can straight away jump into ready markets like Japan and Korea. So our main goal at the moment, we started working with a hemp seed pressing facility. The project is done, the location is done, the financing is getting done. So we're getting excited about this. Extraction facility needs a little bit more time, because we want to grow this plant at the winter time. That's why we want to, and it's also for medical purposes. And then we also want to have a GMP international standards. So this will require a bit more time, but this project is also an ongoing project. Also, we want to, utilize hempcrete, and on that we already done with the architectural designs, and we have the land to build these prototypes, and we have some international partners who are helping on this project. So basically, that's what is happening here in Mongolia with hemp industry. And if you guys have any questions, you have my email address here, you have my phone number here. You can reach out to me, and then we can start discussions.